Hello, guys. Welcome back to Unlicensed Opinion. Today, we have a very special returning guest for her third episode. Her name is Masha, and I have the pleasure of working with her, and I met her at work, and she doesn't really know what an inside voice is, so let's welcome her. Welcome in, Masha. Welcome to Unlicensed Opinion, where I, Jack, a girl with zero credentials, gives advice. You bring the chaos, I bring the opinions, and together, we pretend it's healthy coping. Hello, welcome back to Unlicensed Opinion. You said you wanted to be crazy this episode. We're gonna be crazy, and you're not.
Gonna be a chaotic one.
She goes, "Let's have a chaotic episode." I come out chaotic, and she looks at me like I'm chaotic.
Weirdo.
Like, yeah, what the heck? Whatever.
I'm honored to be back. You should be honored that I'm
I am
back.
honored that you're here, and I'm so glad that you hopefully feel honored to be back.
Definitely.
Yeah, we love you here. All right, so similar to last time, I wanted to start out with a hot take. So in your brain, what is like one of the biggest red flags that like a future partner could have?
Okay, I'm not gonna give the like actual red flag answer because that's like boring and actually go to a licensed therapist for that.
Fair.
Like, I think first person shooter video games.
Like Call of Duty?
Yeah, like
Wait, I freaking love
ew. Like, I mean, I guess whatever, but like if you're on Discord and you're like, GG, bro, good game, like,
okay,
blah, blah, blah.
fair. Oh wait,
Like-
I dated a guy who was obsessed with COD Mobile.
No.
Like we'd be like watching a movie and he'd be like, and I'm like
No,
leaning on him and he's just like, and I'm like, we picked a movie to watch together and you're
Right.
like freaking, I'm like what?
To the
heck?
left, move to the left. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I think
Or
maybe-
he'd like flinch and I'm just like, ick. I
Ugh.
think mine would be like sports gambling.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sports
gross.
gambling for sure.
Or like, oh, wait, really big red flag. I hate this. Is like when people don't cook for themselves.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I know guys that
Yeah.
they're like, oh, like I'm gonna go get Chipotle. Like for example, in
Oh my
college.
gosh,
In
yeah.
college, I had guy friends where like they were like, I'm gonna go get Chick-fil-A, I'm gonna go get Chipotle, I'm gonna go get McDonald's. First of all, you know who you are and you know that I was disappointed in you. And I don't know
Gross.
why, but I'm like, you're
Look
you're
it up
gonna have blood
online.
clots.
Yeah, look, it's so
easy.
It's so easy. You look up meal under 15 minutes. You can either print it out. I don't know why you would, or like look it up on your phone. You go to a store, or if you don't, order it to your house.
Yeah.
I guess, or get one of those like factor meals, or
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's fine to like order takeout.
Yeah,
go get
once in
food.
a while.
But like when you're doing 3 meals a day, like when you can't even cook breakfast for yourself, or your breakfast is a bagel like every single day, and then you eat out the other 2 times.
You
I'm
get
like,
on me though all the time because I oftentimes go out for lunch at work. But
yeah. See, I walk with everyone at work, but I feel so guilty getting. I don't know what
but
it is.
also like I think about my money and I think about like who I want as my partner, and with food and money, it's like, do I really want to spend a good chunk of my money on like a meal that's so mediocre?
no,
Like
you want to
Chick-fil-A is
spend his.
so
I'm just kidding.
hey. No, like exactly. Like would I want to spend my money that I work hard for on fucking Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
And then do I want my partner doing that? No, I want them to
Go on vacation.
go on vacation with
Also,
me.
hot take, Chick-fil-A overrated. Okay,
I
anyway.
hate Chick-fil-A. Say that.
All right, cool. All right, you ready to get into it? guys, this is
So dumb.
oh my god. Okay, similar to last time, I got 4 stories picked out for you. The first 3 stories are called 1, I want adventure and my boyfriend wants to stay at home. 2, secretly selling my feet pics. And 3, work/disagreeing politically. And then we have a 4th extra story, and you'll get to pick between 2 when we get there.
I love these.
Okay, good. First story, I want adventure and my boyfriend wants to stay home. Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm 25
Gross.
female and my boyfriend is 25 male. We've been together for a little over 2 years, and lately I've started realizing we might not value the same things in life as much as I originally thought. One of the biggest things to me in a relationship is traveling together and experiencing life outside of our normal routines. I've always pictured being with someone who gets excited planning trips together, exploring new places, making memories, being spontaneous, and just wanting to see the world with me. Traveling honestly feels like one of my main ways I bond with people and feel connected. The problem is my boyfriend just doesn't seem to have that same drive. For example, the other day, I brought up the idea of us doing an Alaskan cruise sometime because I thought it would be such a cool experience together. Before I could really even explain it, he immediately said, "Why would we do that?" in this confused, uninterested tone. It honestly kind of hurt my feelings because I was excited talking about trips and experiences, and it felt like he instantly shut it down instead of even entertaining the idea. What's confusing is that he always says he does want to travel eventually. But whenever it comes to actually planning something, there's always an excuse. Either it's too expensive, too much effort, he doesn't want to take time off work, or he'd rather just stay home and relax. I completely understand not being able to travel constantly, but it's starting to feel like if it were fully up to him, we'd barely go anywhere at all. I've noticed in smaller ways too. Whenever I send him TikToks of cool destinations or cute couples trips, his responses are usually dry and unenthusiastic. If I mention wanting to do a weekend trip somewhere nearby, he acts like it's a huge hassle. Even on vacations we have taken, I'm usually the one researching everything, planning everything, and getting excited while he mostly just tags along. Meanwhile, I'm someone who gets genuinely excited about seeing new places. I want to wake up early in a new city, try random restaurants, hike somewhere beautiful, take photos together, and create memories while we're still young. I don't need luxury trips every month, but I do want a partner who actually wants those experiences with me. I think what's making me emotional about this is that it feels deeper than just travel itself. It almost feels like we have different outlooks on life.
Sure.
I crave adventure, experiences, spontaneity, and making memories together, while he seems perfectly content staying in the same routine forever. I keep wondering if this is one of those incompatibilities that seems small at first but becomes a much bigger issue long term. At the same time, I love him and I know relationships aren't about finding someone who's identical to you. Part of me wonders if I'm expecting too much or romanticizing travel too much because of social media and seeing other couples constantly doing things together. But another part of me worries that years from now, I'll resent the fact that I spent my 20s waiting around for someone who kept saying someday while never actually wanting to go. Has anyone else dealt with this in a relationship? Is this something couples can work through and compromise on? Or is having completely different levels of interest in travel actually a bigger compatibility issue than I'm realizing?
He sounds like a loser. I would not date this guy.
But here's the thing: is there are people that are just content being at home.
This is true.
And that's just
well,
the
what
reality
drives
of it.
you then?
Yeah,
I think for me, I'm like,
I literally go to work to go on trips.
Yeah,
that's the reason I work.
Absolutely, me as well.
But
it
I
pays
think, my bills.
I think. Give me a break for a second.
Okay. Oh, do you want me to keep talking?
No. Okay. So I do think I've dealt with this because I oftentimes think I'm the more adventurous one whenever I'm dating somebody. But I think that I need to have them have some sort of drive outside of their work or some sort of passion to learn something, to get good at something. What are you working towards? What is your main outlook on life? You can't just be content. That's lame.
Right.
I don't think you need to travel with them. I think you can travel alone. You can travel with your friends. An Alaskan cruise sounds sick.
Yeah.
Don't wait for him.
For real. I will say too is this is something that let's say he takes the route in life where he's I'm fine with just staying at home kind of thing and maybe doing a weekend trip here and there.
Mm-hmm.
If you are okay with that and you're okay with separating your whatever boyfriend, future husband from travel, if you are content with I'll go with my girlfriends or I'll go alone, if you will be fulfilled with that, then it just might be something that happens to you guys.
And I hope he's excited for you and passionate and wants to hear about your stories when you get back.
If he's not, then I think that's another issue.
I
is
agree.
Now all of a sudden he's holding you back. That's a completely different issue.
Yeah. And I like what she said about oh yeah, we don't have to be the same thing, because I wouldn't want to have it's boring to have the exact same interest and do everything together. Not every trip has to be with your partner, but I think it would be nice. And if it's something that truly drives you and is the main reason for your life for I don't know, maybe it is a conflict of, do you think you would break up with somebody over that?
I don't know. I do understand if it's related to expenses.
Mm-hmm.
If you're making different amounts of money at different portions in your life, I understand that. I think that's a valid excuse.
Sure.
But at what point are you actually going to start saving for this trip that you keep saying you're going to go on?
Right.
When is it going to be someday? And I think that's I think it is kind of worth sitting down and having a conversation, because if it's truly a passion of yours and something that like you strive for and like live for, then like it shouldn't be downplayed by your partner. And if it's something you want to experience with them, if that's something you want to do in your life is experience this with your partner, then that's a very real conversation. Because if they don't want to experience it, and you could even say, every time that we do something, it's always me planning it, or every time there's maybe they might not even be aware that they're like doing it as often as they are. And like I don't think it's an issue to like bring up and like make them aware of that, and then like kind of just like see where the conversation goes from there. And then whether you like his answer or you don't like his answer kind of gives you more insight if you're going to be okay with that lifestyle or not.
Yeah.
Truly.
I think like something you could do too is, I know that if finances are that like kind of complicates things, but maybe you can do like a low budget camping trip, maybe like 2 hours from home overnight, like a couple, like, and just see what they think.
I have had friends who have never camped before.
Oh, never mind.
And I literally brought up a camping trip and they were like, what?
I love camping.
Me too.
I love
like
camping.
Don't get me wrong, like for a few days, like I'm not gonna probably go camping for like I don't know, whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, like I have like a camping grill kind of thing,
right,
and like tents, like whatever, like let's just get in the car and like pack up and like eat PB&Js and like sit at the beach and like they literally were like they didn't understand it, and I was like, that's like
like
you're
my
not
most
even willing
fun
to try it. You don't even know if you like it or not.
That's like my favorite type of trip is honestly, I mean, we live in Michigan, so we're like very blessed with the nature here, but like to go to Lake Michigan or something like that and just like make your own food for a day is so fun. And maybe you can bring that up and be like, hey, do you like this? Like, you know.
Yeah, if he's not even willing to like try it, then like red flag.
Yeah, absolutely. So. But I mean, I've had friends like who have broken up because you are who you hang out with also. So like she has grown up living all over the world. Her parents are like traveling doctors, and she ended up dating this guy who had like never left California because they met in California. He never wanted to leave. And she just,
to be fair, California's a nice state.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he didn't leave for like, maybe this is like outing my friends.
No, it's okay.
We'll change the state. Texas. And
I'm keeping that whole thing in, but anyway.
They've never left California, and like she didn't travel for the 3 years they were dating, and she had like this realization that she wasn't doing the thing that brought her joy, and she wasn't happy anymore. So they broke it off, and she's been traveling, and it's been great.
Yeah. I mean, I would honestly, like, my final answer would be have a conversation about it. If he doesn't seem interested, he doesn't want to try anything, if the low budget options, the weekend trips where you whatever just have to leave 2-3 hours early on a Friday, like if he's not even willing to do that, then like it seems like it's less about the money, the PTO, and just seems like it's something he's not interested in.
It's an excuse.
And you have to evaluate if you're going to be okay with that, if you can separate, like, my husband, he wants to stay at home, I'll travel with my friends, or I'll travel alone.
Yeah.
Thing. And if you're okay with that, then I think that's fine. If you're not okay with that, then I think there's probably more conversations that need to be had.
As long as he's happy with you picking what you want, I think
I agree.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck. All right. The second story is called Secretly Selling My Feet Pics. Good for you. Not for free.
You should like cover it up. Like
our thumbnail is just going to be like our freaking feet. Okay, stop. Not for free. Also, I'm keeping that in. I'm 24, female, and I've been dating my boyfriend for a little over a year. Overall, whoa.
Wait, can you start over? I wasn't listening.
Okay. I'm 24, female, and I've been dating my boyfriend for a little over a year. Overall, our relationship is really solid, which is why I've been feeling guilty about something I haven't told him. A few months ago, I randomly found out that there are people online who will actually pay decent money for foot content. At first, I thought it was ridiculous, but I got curious and ended up making an anonymous account just to see if it was real. I never expected anything to actually happen, but within a couple of days, people were offering money for super specific videos and photos.
Let's go.
Before anyone assumes the worst, I don't show my face, my name, tattoos, or anything identifiable at all. It's literally just my legs and feet in workout clothes or sneakers or barefoot. One of the most common requests I get is filming myself after a workout, taking my shoes off slowly, or showing my my socks after the gym. Weirdly enough, people pay a lot for it too. I've had people pay me $20 a minute for short custom videos, which honestly shocked me. Some people like nylons as well.
That's a Euphoria episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. The thing is, in my head, I justified it because I'm not doing anything explicit. I'm not flirting with people, not talking romantically to them, not meeting anyone, and not posting revealing content. Most of the conversations are super transactional. Some people are definitely weird, but I ignore anyone who crosses boundaries or says creepy things. I keep it very controlled and anonymous. At first, it felt harmless, and honestly, kind of funny that people would pay for something so random. But over time, I started feeling conflicted because I haven't told my boyfriend about any of it. Part of me feels like it's my business because it's anonymous and it doesn't affect our relationship at all. Another part of me feels guilty because I know a lot of the people buying the content obviously view it in a fetish way, even if I'm not personally treating it that way. I also know my boyfriend might be completely weirded out if he found it out. If he found out. I was secretly making... Whoa, okay. I also know my boyfriend might be completely weirded out if he found out I was secretly making money online from strangers watching these videos. What makes it harder is that I genuinely don't know if this crosses a relationship boundary or not. If I was messaging people flirtatiously or posting explicit content, I'd understand why it would be obviously...
You want me to read it? I'll read the story
I understand
to you.
why it would obviously be an issue. But since it's just feet and legs with no face or nudity, part of me feels like maybe it's not that serious. At the same time, I know keeping secrets in relationships usually isn't great, and I've started wondering if the fact that I'm hiding it means deep down I already know he probably wouldn't be okay with it. I'm torn because feeling like I should just keep it private since it's anonymous and harmless, or telling him I think I read that wrong. I'm torn between feeling like I should just keep it private since it's anonymous and harmless, or telling him because I'd want honesty from him too if the roles were reversed. Am I overthinking this, or is this something I should probably be upfront about before he accidentally finds out another way? Has anyone else been in this situation where something felt so harmless to you but potentially uncomfortable for your partner?
It feels like you only have one foot in the door. Just kidding. That doesn't even make sense.
Go ahead. Unless you don't have anything.
I support you.
I do too. Honestly, get your bag, girl.
Yeah.
Would you tell him that? Loki, this is gonna sound toxic.
You're saying no?
No, I would say, like, okay, it sounds like you've done it a few times. You've gotten your bag, right?
Yeah.
If you're so worried about it, you could just pose a question as, hey, I've, like, thought about getting on Feet Finder because people are fucking weird. And
is that what it's called?
Yeah, Feet Finder's like, have you never heard of Feet Finder?
No, I've always wondered how to get into this.
Yeah, no, everyone, Feet Finder, that's the way to go. So I've heard. No, I would literally pose the question to him of like, would you be okay with that? I've like thought about doing that. I would keep it like just, and if he says no, then I feel like that's kind of your answer.
I feel like that's teetering the line because like you've already done it and then he might have his suspicions and I think that could get really messy.
My mom has told me to join Feet Finder before.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Period.
Sorry, I don't know if sorry, Mom. I don't know if she wants that. Like,
I'm
as
obsessed.
a joke, yes, but at the same time, she's like, if you could probably, you could probably just like, I don't know. You could probably just take a photo of your feet. Or someone likes taking gym shoes off. I would take my gym shoes off for $20 a minute.
Wait. Okay, can you pose
Hell
this as like,
yeah.
hey, sharks? Like, pose it as a business opportunity. Like,
hey, sharks.
Not only are you getting the bag,
you can
so
have
is
him
he.
message the people. That
Wait,
would be
what?
funny. If he's uncomfortable with it, of like guys being weird and stuff, I would literally be like, you could message the people.
Wait, why?
Because then he'll be the one doing the transaction. Like, it's not like she's interacting with these people. I feel like that would be the issue, is like, oh, you're talking to these weird men.
No, I feel think like that would be the what I would do is I would be like, listen, I'm getting this money. Let's go on a date on this person's dime. So it's like a business opportunity to be like, not only am I profiting, but so are you.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, you could literally just go up to him and be like, okay, to be honest, I joined whatever app. I'm assuming it's Feet Finder.
okay.
And someone offered me $20 a minute to take my shoes off. Some people like my feet in nylon. She said whatever, nylons. And I don't show my face. All I show is like my, feet or legs. And whatever, I don't do anything like explicit and I don't flirt with them. And I avoid the weirdos. And I would literally say that some guy has offered me $20 to take off my shoes and socks. And I would own up to it. I'd be like, I fully have sent that. Okay, actually, I don't know. It's kind of scary.
This is feminism.
But like I would be like, I've joined and there's people that literally want to see the freaking bottom of my feet and they're willing to pay X amount of money. So yeah, I did that.
So
and then if he's like, no, then be like, but like,
do you think it would get into a big fight? Like, what would happen then?
I don't think it's worth a fight.
Well, what if he thinks that this is like a gateway drug into something that's like way more than feet pics?
You have to talk
then be
about
like,
it.
you're a loser. Just get up. Sorry,
I don't know. We're being crazy this episode, right? No, I don't know. Would you tell him up front? What would you do?
Yeah, I would tell him up front. I'd be like, I've been doing this since before I've met you.
No, it wasn't. It was a couple months ago and they've been dating for over a year.
Oh.
I would say, hey. Okay.
Wait, I feel like we've lost the plot.
Yeah, we've lost the plot. But no, my final verdict, I'm just going to jump to my final verdict.
Yeah.
Is I would say, like, I'm not even going to lie, guys. I'll be so honest. At random times, I will get content on, like, my TikTok. And it's, like, how I made X amount of money from
me too.
feet. And, like, literally, I'm sorry. I would literally just be like, I've been getting a lot of content on my phone about, like, whatever app. And people, like, and I made an account that's completely anonymous because I was like so curious about it, and some guy literally offered me money to take off my shoes, and it was $20 a minute, so I sent him a video, and then see where that conversation goes, and then you just say like you're not flirting, you're not whatever. If you want to look here,
that's just business, babes.
It's just business, babes. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2026 selfie pics.
Yeah, good for you. Take advantage of the. Well, I don't want to.
I feel like it's an economy, like.
Yeah, in this economy.
Some weird creep. They don't need that money. It should be in your pocket, and you're a smart businesswoman.
For real. Heck yeah. Yeah. Get your bag, sis. Okay, bye. Good luck.
Bye.
Enjoy your dinner on their dime.
Yeah, literally.
To be honest. Okay, our third story is called Work/Disagreeing Politically. Once again, we work together. Mm-hmm. I've totally heard people talk politics at work, so that's kind of why I chose this one.
Yeah.
So I'm a nurse, and my coworker works on the floor with us as a unit coordinator, which basically means they do the paperwork for the nurses. Anyway, she constantly talks about politics, and she is very far left, and I am not, and I disagree completely with everything she says.
Oh.
It's easy to ignore for the most part, but the problem comes when she says really problematic things that are completely offensive to me and my views, and constantly ridicules people who have right-sided thinking without knowing that I do. My question is, do you think I should say something or just try to ignore it? Try to ignore it. Not worth it. So let's not be talking politics at work, people. That's my thought.
I always talk politics at work.
I think there's a lot of people that could take a lot of offense to things, and people might not be aware of it. So, like, I grew up always, I don't know about you, I grew up always, my parents always told me never talk politics at work. Because, like, there are people that could get offended or, like, think differently of you. Because there's people out there that they will think differently of you depending on what your political beliefs are. And, like, you have to see these people every day. And, like, I don't know. I just don't think it's a space to be talking about it.
I think a lot of people's political opinions are very offensive to a certain group of people. So just by having them, well, this is me being... Like, I've been very political. I grew up in a very political city. I grew up very politically active. We would skip school to do, like, political organizations.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was very politically active. And I think that a lot of people, and this is, again, it's hard because I have to, like, at work, I have to tone it down. And I really hate it because I think I hate it. I was having this conversation with my friends yesterday. I do think it's hard because, like, political view about, like, okay, certain things, yeah, sure, but if it affects, like, I'm trying to think of a way to say this.
I know. No, this is a controversial.
Correct.
This is for sure.
But
like
I think, like,
conversation.
Like, coming from a family of immigrants, coming from like, all my friends are gay. Like, I don't know. Just, like, if you have an offensive opinion, like, I don't really care if I'm, like, hurting your feelings because your opinions are hurting me and my friends.
Do you think work is the place to be talking about it, though? It's not about in the real world.
True.
It's work. I don't think work's a place.
If it's...
Like, I totally would just ignore it. I don't even think it's worth bringing up.
I don't think it's worth bringing up.
Yeah.
Also, no, don't talk about it. Like, if she talks about it, just, like, put headphones... I know maybe you can't put headphones in if you're a nurse, but, like...
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to respond or like engage with her in that moment.
Yeah.
You could also just like walk away or, oh, maybe go to the bathroom or
Yeah,
get a
just
drink of water.
don't. My mom always says, like, if you don't really want to have a conversation with somebody, just like be as non-reactive as possible, and then they'll
Yes.
like get the hint.
Yeah.
It's like if you just are, especially as somebody like Jacqueline and I are both very like engaged people. So sometimes like if you notice that I'm being quiet, it's very obvious because I'm so loud. So
Right.
if I'm like not talking, I feel like it's like a sign. It's like, hey, listen.
Yeah.
Or you can say, let's change the subject. This is work. Like
Yeah.
simple as that. Be like,
yeah, no, that's so valid.
yeah, like you can just be like, hey, we're at work. Like also in nursing and like when you're dealing with like patients, like you can't offend the patient. You know what I mean? Like
Yes, yeah.
you can be like, listen, maybe they don't agree with you or whatever. But
Yeah.
also,
My moral of the story, simple for me, ignore it and don't talk about politics at work.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you find somebody, what you have to
Find
do,
an outlet.
find an outlet. What I do, I have 2 coworkers that I know are safe spaces, and I bitch about other people's politics to them.
She does, and I know who these people are.
And then it's perfect because both of you agree. So you're not going to out anyone.
Right. Yeah.
And like just talk to them about it. Like find an ally and talk to them. And then just like,
That's fair.
because then you can like vent and get it out like in the
Yeah.
air.
Yeah. 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 So ignore her.
Yeah.
Moral of the story. Okay, so for our 4th and final story, you get to choose between 2 stories.
Mm-hmm.
The first story is, do I tell my friend's girlfriend he's cheating? Or 16 and pregnant.
16 and pregnant. That sounds juicy.
All right. Final story is called 16 and pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I really need advice. I'm 16 and I recently found out that I'm pregnant. I'm still in high school, trying to keep up with classes, homework, and everything else, but this has completely changed my life. Every day I wake up feeling anxious, and it's getting harder to focus on anything because this is constantly on my mind. I'm about 5 months pregnant now, and hiding it is becoming almost impossible. At first, I convinced myself I had more time and that maybe I could figure things out on my own before anyone noticed. I started wearing baggy hoodies and oversized shirts, hoping no one would pay attention. I avoid certain situations and try not to stand in ways that make it obvious. But my body is changing more and more, and I can't pretend like nothing's happening anymore. The baby's father isn't in my life anymore, and he doesn't know about the pregnancy. We broke up, and things ended badly. Sometimes I feel angry at him. Sometimes I feel sad, and sometimes I feel completely alone. I don't really have anyone I can talk to about this. I've been carrying the secret by myself, and it's exhausting. My mom has started noticing that I've been acting differently. She's asked me a few times if I'm okay because I've seemed more tired and emotional than usual. She's also made comments about how my clothes are fitting differently. Every time she says something like that, my heart starts racing because I'm scared she's going to figure it out before I'm ready to tell her. I know I can't keep this a secret forever. The longer I wait, the worse I feel. I'm terrified of disappointing my parents. I'm scared they'll be angry or that they'll look at me differently. I keep imagining the conversation in my head, and every version of it makes me want to cry. But at the same time, I know I need their support. I'm only 16 and I can't handle this on my own. I feel stuck between wanting to tell them and wanting to run away from the whole situation. I don't know the right words to say or how to even start the conversation. I just know that I'm scared, overwhelmed, and desperate for things to somehow be okay.
I kind of went into my own zone there for a minute, getting locked in.
Locked in. You gotta tell your parents.
You have like
The longer you wait, like she said, the longer you wait, the worse it's gonna get. Like
this is
you're
just
also,
such a queen. This is a hard situation to be
Yeah.
in.
yeah, it's gonna be hard no matter what. But I think the easiest thing, I think it'll get so much easier when you have more people that know what you're going through,
Absolutely.
and then your parents. You know,
But do you remember being 16 and like your parents?
I
didn't-
try to block it out.
Like it's so we're coming at this with like a very like almost
Yeah.
a decade on us like
God, I feel so unk right now.
unk status. Oh, it's hard. You're not going to be able to hide it. There's like a very obvious timeline that you can't avoid there.
Yeah.
And,
And God forbid something happens to you, like a
Yeah.
health thing, like you need someone in your corner.
you need to tell a friend, you need to and
Yeah.
it's so
a teacher, maybe? If you're
Yeah.
close with a teacher, even.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not ready to tell your parents yet, like,
Mm-hmm.
find someone that you can tell.
I actually really like teacher. I didn't think about that. And it's so unfortunate that he's not in your life, but maybe it's for the better. But like, I mean, I don't know. You're 16. I think you need to tell somebody. Like,
Yeah, this shouldn't be something that you're taking care of.
I'm thinking about it. Like, at 5 months, if you haven't told somebody, have you gone to the doctor? And your parents would get a medical bill. You need to get checked. Like, you need to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
If you haven't told an adult, you know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like.
Yeah, you don't want to have a health scare and stuff. Like, that's really bad.
You haven't gone to. You need to figure out who, like, if the baby is healthy. If you need to plan. I mean, I don't know at 5 months what you can do with if you can.
We've never been pregnant.
We've never been pregnant. But like
transparency.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know what I would do, because also when you're pregnant, I feel like your hormones change, so your decisions change. But I think you need to find a trusted adult.
Yeah. How would you tell your parents when it's the time?
Oh, even like if I was in a married, like even if I was planning on having a baby, like I feel like I would be like, oh, it's so weird to tell my parents.
Yeah. I honestly, there's not going to be a right time.
Like, how do you tell your... I feel like I wouldn't tell I don't know what your parental situation is, but I would tell my mom. I would not tell my...
start with one first.
Start with one and, like, see how they feel.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea.
Maybe just tell your mom. Or, I mean, it's, like, not going to be a surprise. It's not going to be a secret forever. You can't really just... Actually, one girl I went to high school with, she had a baby, and she got pregnant in September. And then, no... She got pregnant, like, so basically until, like, the second trimester, and then it was summer. So she was in her third trimester in the summer, and then she had a baby in August, and then went to school the next week, and no one ever knew she had a baby until, like, after she graduated high school. And it was just so, like, not so cool, but the fact that she was able to graduate.
That's crazy.
And, like, nobody even knew that she was pregnant, and she just, like, was like, hey, guys, had a baby, like, last week.
That is insane.
But would you tell your mom or tell a teacher? I don't know what you're...
I would for sure, if you're not ready to tell your parents yet.
Or a sibling.
Find an adult.
Yeah.
And because, like, they're going to be there for you. Let's be real. To be fair, you never know how a parent's going to react.
Yeah.
If you're more comfortable with one parent than the other, then I don't know. I would either go to that parent first, preferably crying.
Yeah. Oh, and like, there will be tears.
Yeah, and
there will be tears.
Or if, like, you are comfortable with both at the same time, then I there's never gonna be a right time. It could be at dinner for all I care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's not gonna be a right time.
Take them to a really public place so they can't lash out on you. But I don't know, like, why would they lash? I mean, they would lash out because they'd be fucking mad.
Yeah, there's some parents that would not be cool with it.
But, like, if you want to tell somebody something really dramatic, take them somewhere public for any scenario, because then they can't really, like, actually this happened once. I needed to tell my parents something, like, really dramatic. I took them to a restaurant, and, like, everyone in that restaurant knew what was going on. Like, everyone
they did not shield themselves.
They did not.
Like, what the heck?
Yeah,
that's funny.
But I think know that there will be tears. Know that, I mean, you know what's coming for you. I think you know how your parents are gonna react, and you're gonna have to go through it, because that's.
But you got to do it. You can't hide forever. It's coming.
You can't hide.
Yeah.
And good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Hopefully you can build a support system around you.
For real. Yeah. Sorry that we don't have, like, a really straightforward answer.
Yeah.
But good luck. You got this. People will be there to support you.
Yeah.
All right, Masha, well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I hope you enjoyed all of the stories.
Yes. This one was definitely, like, a lot deeper than all the other episodes.
Yes, for sure.
Which it was a bad one to have be chaotic in, because they were, like, a lot more serious.
Yeah, no, that's fair, but it's okay. For those of you watching, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you agreed or disagreed with anything. Like, share, and subscribe. There will be a link in the description below for you to submit stories. Please, please, please submit stories. The more stories, the better. We love the juicy ones.
The juicier ones.
Yep. And then everyone make sure to follow Masha on her socials. They will also be in the description below. And most importantly, just remember, we are not licensed, but we are opinionated. Slay. Okay, bye, guys.